burn gospel blues.
You know, the sea teaches a man something most landfolk forget. Not every journey is meant to be fast. Some voyages are meant to be long and quiet. A ship that races every tide usually ends up broken on the rocks. But the ship that listens to the wind, she finds her way eventually. If you move slower this year, that's not falling behind. That's choosing a pace you can actually live with, and that matters. I've sailed with captains who chased every horizon they saw, never slept, never stopped, never listened. Most of them ended up tired or lost. The good ones, they watched the water. They waited for the right tide. Patience is a navigator's secret. So if life feels slower for you lately, maybe that's not a storm. Maybe it's just the sea telling you to breathe. Anyway, that's enough wisdom from an old pirate. The music's waiting, and the tide keeps moving.
Whisper of grace in the still of the night, a flicker of hope, a guiding light, hands raised high, hearts open wide. Your love is endless, your mercy boundless. Heaven draws near, I feel you here, breaking the chains, wiping each tear. Oh, heaven draws near. Mountains may crumble, oceans may roar, but more through every storm, you are my shore. Your name is holy, your promise holds me. Heaven draws near, I feel you here, breaking the chains, wiping each tear. Oh, heaven draws near. Beneath the lamplight's weary glow, the shadows stretch, the whispers grow. A cigarette burns low.
Evening to you, wherever the tide has carried you tonight. This here is Pirate Shane on the frequency, and the day's noise is beginning to settle down. You can hear it in the signal. Things slow a little this time of night. The sea does that to a man. Chatty's slid a few messages across the table, so let's see what the crew out there is saying. First one here comes from Quiet Harbor. They write, "I feel like I should be doing more with my life right now." Well now, that's a heavy cargo to carry alone. Truth is, most folk think the ship ahead of them is moving faster than their own. But from where I've stood on many decks, every vessel looks quick when you're staring at it from the shore. The sea teaches patience. You're not late, you're just still sailing. Next message, from Rusted Compass. They say, I've made a lot of wrong turns lately. Aye, but a sailor who's never changed course usually ends up wrecked. Every good navigator has a chart full of crossed out lines. That's not failure. That's learning the waters. All right, one more before the night watch takes over. This one's from Late Night Signal. They say, I like listening to this station because it feels calm. Well, that's good to hear, because calm is something the world forgets too easily. The sea can rage all day, but come evening, she remembers how to breathe again. And sometimes, so should we.
The river's rising, can't see the shore. Every step feels heavier, more and more. Mud on my boots, dragging me down. But I keep walking through this shadow town. Swamp of my soul, it's pulling me under. Pulling me. Thunder rolls, but I pray for the wonder. Pray now. I keep pushing, keep holding tight through the dark. I'm chasing the light. Heat on my back, sweat on my brow. Oh, Lordy. Can't stop moving, no rest for me now. Ooh, no rest. Chains of the past, they rattle and moan, but I'm breaking free. I'm claiming my throne. Oh, the nights are long, but my will is strong. Ooh, my will. Swamp of my soul is pulling me under. Pulling me. Thunder rolls, but I pray for the wonder. Ooh, pray now. I keep pushing, keep holding tight through the dark. I'm chasing the light. On Nordic waves, like a ghost in the trees. Oh, hell now, hell now. Ain't no surrender. I'm begging, Lord, please. I've been down low, but I've learned to stand, rising up now.
Little update from the deck while the next track warms up. The channel's been picking up a few more listeners lately. Couple more souls drifting in from the wider seas of the internet. Some from America, a few from Europe, even the odd night watcher from places I couldn't pronounce if you paid me. Which is rather wonderful when you think about it. One small boat, one stubborn captain, and a signal wandering quietly across the planet. Not bad for a station that technically started as a rehearsal. Spank the monkey tells me the valves are behaving tonight. Well, behaving by their standards. Parrot's still repeating half the things I say, which is slightly unsettling. And Jonathan the seagull has taken it upon himself to supervise the entire operation, like a maritime health inspector. All very professional. Anyway, if you've just tuned in, welcome aboard.
They knew him as Captain Bob, a guardian stitched from echoes and wandering light, guiding weary hearts through the long winter hush. Guide us from frayed wires and forgotten dreams. He raised a beacon, a warm net of voices glowing, a broadcast that never bent to the storm. stand firm.
This is the antisocial broadcast. No hurry here. No algorithm shouting at you to swipe away in 6 seconds. Just music, strange conversations, and the occasional philosophical pirate drifting through the studio. Speaking of which, Shane's been hovering near the chart table all evening looking thoughtful again, which usually means he's about to say something either wise or deeply inconvenient. Shane, the deck is yours.
Warm is the light, safe is the room. Und tham winteriva, thou wind heftere, ständig sættet tham fyra, hirrande það stillan stefne. Voxmenet manet in corde, manet in corde, manet in corde. Ne kom hit av stormen, ne kov litlem lemon, skarbendum thone winter. Audi lucem hear the warmth, Audi lucem hear the light. Það nemnde hine kapitein Bob, sethe hold það leot, mit handum werm and here tandrewe. Custos votis, keeper of the voice, Custos ignis, keeper of the fire. Thurn ichta snaulis en morgenes vite, the Steffen ferde lite, lag filig the thurtha lift. Non est timor, non est solitudo, non est timor, non est solitudo.
Evening to you all. I've been listening to the wind in the rigging tonight. Strange thing about the wind, it doesn't hurry, doesn't panic, doesn't check how many people are watching. It just moves where it moves. And if you set your sails right, eventually you get somewhere. Captain Bob worries sometimes about numbers, subscribers, views, all those little glowing figures the modern world counts so carefully. But out at sea, we know a different truth. A signal only needs a few listeners to matter. One sailor hearing a song in the dark. One tired soul finding a quiet harbor of sound. That's enough reason to keep the lantern lit. So wherever you are tonight, kitchen lights still on, late train rolling somewhere, night shift keeping the world turning. Know that this little pirate signal is sailing past, and you're welcome aboard for as long as you like. Now then, Jonathan will soon be taking the night watch. The sea grows calmer after midnight, and the music tends to drift a little deeper. Until then, keep your course steady. And remember, not every journey needs to be fast to be meaningful. Good night for now, friends. We'll see you somewhere further along the tide.
Water whispers where the rocks stand tall. A gentle hymn in the canyon's hall. It tells me secrets that I cannot hear. Oh, the river of time, it keeps rolling on, pulling me under, singing its song. Oh, the river of time, where do I belong? Shadows stretch like stories untold. The current is silver, the sunlight gold. It carries my sorrows, it carries my dreams. It knows my name, it knows my sin. It pulls me out, it pulls me in. Oh, the river of time, it keeps rolling on, pulling me under, singing its song. Oh, the river of time, where do I belong? Do you remember the storms we threw? Skipping like laughter, fading from view. The river remembers, but I don't know how. It's holding my past, it's holding me now. Shadows dance, they blur the line. Stars are falling, one by one. A hush so deep, it steals my name. The sky holds secrets just the same. Moonlight murmur, soft and slow, telling stories I'll never know. Oh, moonlight, oh, long, let it flow. Footsteps vanish in the dew. Night paints everything blue.
Now then, the night's drawing in, which means it's time for a different set of eyes on the horizon. Jonathan the Seagull will be taking the watch from here. He sees things most of us miss anyway. Higher view of the waters. I'll leave the signal in his wings. This has been Pirate Shane, keeping the lantern lit through the evening tide. Sleep well out there. And remember, the sea is wide, but none of us sail it alone.
I'll never know. Oh, moonlight, oh, murmur, let it flow.
Welcome aboard the Night Watch. Tonight, you're not drifting alone. This broadcast will keep gentle watch over you, from the moment you lie down, until the moment you rise again. Here's how this voyage works. You choose the time you want to wake. You press play at the time you go to bed. And this transmission carries you safely across the dark waters of the night, all the way to morning. No alarms, no jolts, just a slow return to daylight. The first stretch of the journey is for settling in, the mind lowering its sails, the body easing its weight into rest. During this hour you'll hear gentle guidance, soft thoughts, slow breathing. Nothing demanding, nothing urgent, only permission to let go. You don't need to listen closely, you don't need to try. Just let the words drift past like lanterns on water. After that first hour, the voice fades. The world becomes quiet. For most of the night, this broadcast becomes a calm signal only. Low drones, distant winds, subtle harmonies, oceanic ambience. No rhythm to follow, no melody to hold on to. Just a steady presence, like a lighthouse beyond the fog. If you wake briefly in the night, you'll still be here, still held, still safe, still drifting. You don't need to check the time, you don't need to think, just return to sleep. The night watch remains, and then, gently, almost imperceptibly, the light begins to change. The final hour is your return, not an alarm, but a sunrise. Soft music begins to bloom, warm tones.
The station settles differently after midnight. Fewer voices, less movement on deck. Just the hum of the equipment and the long patience of the signal. Spank is still adjusting valves. He claims warmth improves the tone. I suspect he simply enjoys glowing machinery. The Parrot has discovered the phrase, night watch. He's been repeating it for 6 minutes. Confidence is admirable. Accuracy is optional. The music stretches further at this hour. Longer notes, more space between things. Radio was always better when it left room for the sea to breathe. The captain has built something unusual here. Not loud, not hurried. Just a steady signal moving through the dark like a lantern on calm water. That's rare. I've watched ships try to dominate the ocean. Big engines, bright lights, endless noise. The ocean ignores them all eventually. Quiet vessels last longer. The monkey believes enthusiasm powers machinery. The parrot believes repetition creates meaning. The captain believes a signal can become a harbor. Interesting theories. Out there somewhere, a few listeners are still awake. Kitchen lights, night buses, quiet rooms where sleep hasn't quite arrived. Signals travel well through those places. Sometimes the station almost disappears into the music, just a low current of sound moving forward. That's when it feels closest to the sea, and that is when it works best. Carry on. The night is long, the signal is steady. The night watch continues. The equipment hums the way old radios always have. Low, steady, slightly stubborn, comfortable sound. A few messages have started drifting in from the comment channel. Strange modern ritual. People speaking into the dark, hoping a signal answers back. Not so different from sailors talking to the horizon. One listener says they're working the late shift. Another says they're listening from a kitchen somewhere in Ohio. The signal travels further than the boat, further than most birds bother flying. Interesting. Someone asked if this station is real. That question appears often. Reality seems to trouble people. The sea never asks. Another comment simply says, "This is strangely calming." The monkey will consider that a compliment. He believes chaos produces tranquility. It is not a widely accepted theory. The parrot attempted to read the comments aloud earlier. It became an echo chamber of half sentences. Even the wind lost interest. Captain Bob checks the channel occasionally, quietly, like a lighthouse keeper glancing at distant ships. He pretends not to care about the numbers, but he notices when new voices appear. Everyone does. The signal remains steady tonight. No storms in the circuitry, no strange noises from the valves. Spank looks mildly disappointed by this stability. He prefers dramatic repairs. Another comment arrives. Someone says they stumbled onto the broadcast by accident. Accidents are responsible for most discoveries worth keeping. The music continues, slow, wide, unbothered. The kind of sound that belongs to late hours. Strange little vessel. A monkey maintaining the engines. A parrot repeating headlines. A captain steering quietly through algorithms and weather. And somewhere in the darkness, listeners drifting past like distant ships. Observation recorded. The night watch continues.
No rush tonight. Double slow. trouble still.
Ain't everything gotta come with you. Ain't everything gotta come with you. Set it down. Right there. Right there. New Year don't need all that weight. New year don't need all that weight. Let it run. Let it breathe.
We'll keep the light on. We'll keep the light on.
Tap soft on the window pane, her rhythm steady like a lover's refrain. The street lights blur in a golden haze, lost in the amber of these autumn days. Raindrops they whisper, stay a while, stay. The shadows dance and the night turns gray. Oh love, won't you linger, don't drift away in the arms of a rainy cafe. A muted trumpet hums a mournful tune, while the sax croons secrets to the moon. The bass walks slow like a lover's sigh, as I sip my coffee and watch time fly. Outside the world's a watercolor blur, each drop a secret, a story to infer. Inside I'm wrapped in a wistful air, dreams weaving patterns beyond compare. Raindrops they whisper, stay a while, stay. As shadows dance and the night turns gray. Oh love, won't you linger, don't drift away in the arms of a rainy cafe. The rain fades soft as the night grows deep, but its melody lingers, a song to keep In this smoky jazz of the autumn sway, I'll dream of you till the break of day. the hour right there.
No rush tonight.
No rush tonight. Let it take its time.
Looks in tenebris, in the stillness hold fast. Ond það stille niet, það niet eel behold, stod ik at það sende. En geirde það stefne. Voxmanet, Voxmanet, Manet, Manet. Ne kom hem mitt svårde, mitt sinninge svårde, ak middelautre steffene soft over the lift. Hear it now, not loud, hear it loud, but true. Van nemde kine kapitein bo, for seitine forlet seit fyr. A kjoilt hit bethiat for frost and fear. Custos vocis, guardian of the voice, custos ignis, keeper of the flame. Per noctem, per yemen, per yemen. För julestiden nykta lang, the Stefnun och det bidan sättes steges. Non est clamor, non est imperium, This is a calling. Vox surgit lux nova. That waste plegande sang ik stiffness bodung boren over feldas and geared wide vox libera, the voice set free, lux manet, the light remains. Vox manet, the voice remains. Signum manet, the signum endures.
This is not an emergency
city
broadcast. Keep calm and stay tuned.
that never truly sleeps, where rain falls like a broken coat and neon bleeds into every unspoken truth. Captain Bob walked alone. He wasn't born for a world of metal skies and humming machines. But destiny isn't polite. It arrives like a glitch in the dark, whispering, "You're needed. Step forward." Bob listened, because even in a neon wasteland, a single voice can change the frequency. The street shimmered with holograms and ghosts of old transmissions. Antennas rose like steel skeletons, casting long shadows across wet concrete. Bob felt the pulse of the city, a heartbeat made of circuitry and rain. And somewhere deep inside the static, he recognized his calling. Not to rule, not to run, but to carry the last honest signal through a world drowning in noise. He climbed the tower that scraped the smog-heavy sky, each step glowing under neon red lights. Above him, drones drifted like metallic angels, their searchlights carving stories into the fog. Bob reached the top, placed his hand on the transmitter, as if greeting an old friend, and whispered, "We're not finished. Not yet." And the city listened. Electric wind howled across the rooftop. Circuits hummed away, and Bob smiled into the darkness. He knew the truth, so just one clear voice. Oh, the city's glowing. Oh, the night expands. Captain Bob lights the skyline with the truth in his hands. Oh, the neon's calling through the cold and rain. The anti-social broadcast cuts through the noise again. If you ever hear a signal rising above the neon rain, Clouds unfold like whispered prayers, endless fields of breathless stare. The earth hums low its ancient tune. Open skies, hold me where the quiet lies. Open skies, where my soul can rise. The sun spills gold, a gentle flood. Time dissolves like river mud in the stillness. I find my name. The heavens sing in waves, rolling light through vaulted caves. Every shadow bends to glow. Open skies, hold me where the quiet lies. Open skies, where my soul can rise. And as the echoes fade to rest, I feel the pulse within my chest. Open skies, hold me where the quiet lies. Open skies,
He who hesitates is lost, but fortune favors the brave. The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion.
The river's rising, can't see the shore. Every step feels heavier, more and more. Mud on my boots, dragging me down. But I keep walking through this shadow town. Swamp of my soul, it's pulling me under. Pulling me. Thunder rolls, but I pray for the wonder. Pray now. I keep pushing, keep holding tight through the dark. I'm chasing the light. Heat on my back, sweat on my brow. Oh, Lordy. Can't stop moving, no rest for me now. Ooh, no rest. Chains of the past, they rattle and moan, but I'm breaking free. I'm claiming my throne. Oh, the nights are long, but my will is strong. Ooh, my will. Swamp of my soul is pulling me under. Ooh, pulling me. Thunder rolls, but I pray for the wonder. Ooh, pray now. I keep pushing, keep holding tight through the dark. I'm chasing the light. On Nordic waves, like a ghost in the trees. Oh, hell now, hell now. Ain't no surrender. I'm begging, Lord, please. I've been down low, but I've learned to stand. Rising up now, with my heart in my hand. Mud on my boots, can't wash it clean. Sweat on my brow, still chasing the dream. Every road I walk feels broken and mean. But I hear a hum deep in my chest, a voice that won't let me rest. In the swamp of sorrow, I'm sinking slow. Gospel echoes pull, but hope's my flame. In the swamp of sorrow, I call my name.
Whiskey whispers low in a chipped glass jar. Oh, dreams get slippery when they're stretched too far. But the organs are in the swamp of sorrow. I'm sinking slow. Gospel echoes pull me where the light won't go. Struggles my shadow of sorrow, I call my name. Smoke